Hello everybody. So today we're going to be both unboxing and trying out these three machines. Okay, we have the Easy Tattooing Nano. So this is the Nano, it's called, from Easy Tattooing. It's a very compact size machine. We have the Scalpa, that's from Scalpa Academy, where they teach all kinds of different PMU and scalp micropigmentation procedures, and you can get it as part of one of their kits, and or by itself. The other machine we're going to try out is the Ninja. It's called. It's a battery powered machine by Ambition. And so let's get this started. Let's start off with the Scalpa, which comes here with the power source, and you have the machine here. Power source, as you can see here, is not digital or anything fancy. It's just power source, so it's just gonna give you that voltage that you want, and I guess it goes, it'll have a little kind of lighted up screen, but it's analog. So here you plug in the power source. Here this would be where you would put your foot pedal, or in this case it comes with this little gadget, so you can just press on here, and over here would be where you would plug into your machine. Here's the cord. Let's go ahead and plug this up so we can at least check it out. All right, there we go. Start it on 5, and go all the way down to 0, and let's see how far up. 14, 17, 18, up to 18. That's quite a lot. I mean, you're never going to go up to 18 on this type of machines, or you would mess them up. But let's keep it down here at 5. So we can test them all at 5 later on. All right, so we have that. Next, we have the Scalpa machine itself, the pen. Nice box, sturdy, very strong. Looks very fancy, professional. You have comes with a cable. A lot of machines nowadays, they're not coming with a cable. At least it comes with its own cable. It feels like it's silicone. I don't quote me on that, because I don't know for certainty if it's silicone or not, but that's what it feels like. What I do know here is that it has a 4.2 millimeter stroke. So, but from what I've heard, surprisingly, it is actually quite smooth for such a long stroke. Let's hear it. Look at that. You can hardly hear it. It doesn't vibrate very much. As you can see, it has a DC, not an RCA. So we're going to test this out in a little bit. Let's go ahead and go to our next machine. We have the NANO by Easy Tattooing. These you can get online. Usually, I mean, I got it directly from Easy Tattooing, but you can also get them on eBay and on Amazon. It's a interesting machine because of the way that it works. It doesn't have your normal direct throw, direct cam, direct type kind of throw. First of all, this comes with 2 machines, not one. Has your little Allen key, has a spare stroke there, disc. You have the 3.5 stroke and 4.2 stroke. So now the machine itself doesn't dictate the throw or the stroke that you have. It's these little discs that are inside of each of these machines that dictates that. Let me show you here. See this little thing here? See how it's curved? So that's gonna be according to where, you know, where it is when it's turning, is gonna be how far your needle is gonna be out. So this, when it's here, then it's pressing upwards and pushing out the needle. When it's down here, it's releasing it and allowing the needle to come back in. So yeah, that's how that works. That's very similar to the NEUMA 4, which are much more expensive than these. And with this, you get 2. It's pretty cool. It accepts, you know, your universal cartridges, and you adjust the needle here. That's one of the things I didn't mention on the Scalpa. Here, let's check out the needle, how you adjust it. Oh, there we go. It has a nice click to it. I like machines that have that click because it just makes me feel like, you know, that needle is not going to move in the middle of a procedure, and it's going to be at that exact length that I set it up on. Whereas with these, it's a smooth. I mean, it's strong. It feels strong, like it's not going to move, but still, I just get that psychological, I guess, subconscious comfort from hearing the click. But it is strong, so you can feel that it's not going to move. And as far as changing the cam, it's as easy as this. Unscrew. You take out the one that's inside, just like that. Comes already greased in there, I guess. And then you put the one that you're gonna change it for in there. Let's go ahead and put the one that it was already with. And that's it. Screw it back in. And you're good to go. That's that. Clean it up. There you go. So that's how you change the disc, so you can switch up the stroke according to the type of procedure that you're doing. So this one comes with the Scalpa, comes with a 4.2 millimeter stroke. I don't know if I mentioned it. As for the Nano, you have the 3.5, the 4.2, and this one is a 2.5 millimeter stroke. So you have 3 different strokes and 2 machines all in one little package. So that's another option. We'll see just, you know, how well these work in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and move this over. And let's try. Let's open this guy up. So here we have the Ambition Ninja, or the Ninja from Ambition. Has a nice little case. And comes with a sheet. I mean, it says manual, but it's really just a sheet with the basics on it. See, we have, I mean, this machine has a battery life of between 6 and 8 hours, depending really on what it is that you know, the voltage, what voltage you have it at. And it adjusts in intervals of 0.1 volts, which I really like, because a lot of these battery powered pens, their increments, even the more expensive ones, they adjust in increments of 0.5 at the least. And so with this, you're able to, you know, get the exact voltage that you're looking for according to the type of job you're doing, if it's more delicate or stronger. It has a brushless motor, and now these come the long version and the short version. What I did was I bought the short version with the long battery and the short battery. So, because it's the same machine really. Let's go ahead and see. I have the short version, which would be this here. See the machine here? And this is the long battery. Just screw it in. And this would be the short battery. They both, you turn them on, have their digital screen on the top. And it also comes with this, which I think is neat, because most of these battery powered machines do not have these adapters. This comes with an adapter that you can plug in and, you know, RCA connection to here. And you just turned it into a machine that uses external power, or you can even plug in here a battery that's RCA. Comes with an extra cam. Has a 4mm stroke. This isn't a different, you know, a different stroke. They're both the same. It's the stroke that's in here. This is just these are just spares, you know, some O-rings and whatnot. So yeah, nothing under here. All right. So, testing these out time. Let's see, we have a synthetic skin and a needle. I think I want to try out this needle. Here you can put this in here and you twist it and it's nice and fixed in there. It's not coming out. Let's go ahead and get some ink here. See this needle. These are, I like these needles actually. This needle is from Scalpa. And I like that it's not making a mess. I just finished making a video with and I used this other needle and it was just making a huge mess. I was making the same video but in Spanish, and it was these ones. I think it's Wasp something or other, I don't know. It just came with when I purchased the Easy Tattooing, the Nano, it just came with it. You know, they came two of these little cartridges, I guess, to test it. But oh man, what a mess! It just splats all over the place, like the ink. With this, look at this, beautiful. I love that it's not making a mess of ink. So that is a plus when it comes to these Scalpa cartridges. I like that very much. Okay, let's go ahead and make a line. Nice solid lines. Let's see, as far as pixeling, don't want to. Oh, what a mess. These are cheap synthetic skin from Amazon. Do not get it. It sucks big time. But there you at least have a bit of an idea. Alright, let's try some shading here. Shading. All right. So that is the Scalpa. With the Scalpa needle, we're gonna use the same needle for all the different machines. So we can compare oranges to oranges and apples to apples. Let's go ahead and set this machine aside. And we'll go ahead and try the Ambition Ninja. Same thing, falls in place very well. Screw it over, and you notice one of the things I notice is that when you turn it on, these batteries have like a little bit of a jump start. I don't know if you heard that. Let me do it again. Listen to it. It's like the voltage goes up a bit and then falls into place at 5. That usually is done probably for, you know, needles like these that are no good, to kind of get that needle going. Listen to it. Hear that? Anyways, I would hear 5. Let's go ahead and get some ink. Those dots are looking pretty good. Let's do some lines. Lines look good. Okay. See what we got here. Oh, there we go. I got the trick. So I guess you gotta use the little baby wipe, just kind of so it'll absorb it, then dry it off, and then we don't get this mess that I made earlier with these cheap synthetic skin. All right, let's see here. Got that, then we wipe, and we go ahead and dry off. Looks pretty nice. I do want to do this over with the Scalpa, just to have a fair comparison, because earlier it kind of made a mess. I love how these needles retain a lot of this ink. Let's do the Scalpa over. So we have that. Baby wipe. There we go. Much better. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I had a bit of a mess going there before. Figuring out this synthetic skin, I just got it. Go ahead and okay. Looks good. Nice shading. And let's get some pixels going. These are very similar. You know, the Ninja and the Scalpa machines both have very similar kind of results here, because mostly we're looking at very similar strokes, but at the same time, these machines both seem like they're very, you know, they're strong, but at the same time are very delicate in you know how they get their ink in the skin. as far as probably like the kind of give that they might have. But they both have, I mean, a similar stroke. The Ninja is a 4mm stroke, and this one, I believe, has a 4.2mm stroke, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4.2mm stroke. The Scalpa has a 4.2mm stroke, and the Ninja a 4mm stroke. All right, so now let's try out the Easy Nano. We're gonna need a different cord because this is RCA. Use an RCA plug. Alright, so we have here the Nano. Right now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you know, one of these two has a 3.5 and one has a 4, and there's the 2.5 over here, stroke also. So let's go ahead and try one and try the other, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. Let me see here. This one has 2 point. What we can do is find out in here. I can't see it. I was trying to look inside to see if I could see if they had the number engraved or something. It's probably engraved on the other side. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's engraved on the other side. It's 2.5. Let's go ahead and plug this baby up. There we go. Okay. This feels pretty strong. Let's try this one. Just trying to figure out which one of these is the 3.5 and which one is the 4.2. This needle is way out there. There we go. This kind of feels I'm thinking that this is probably the 4.2 and this is the 3.5. We'll find out soon enough. So let's go from 4s. This is from 4s to 3.5. So let's start with this one. See what we're looking at. It is a bit on the noisy side. Oh, this is the same needle. This is that, see that mess? This is that needle that was really crappy. You see how as soon as I just splatted? There we go. I gotta say, I really, really like these needles. And really, I would have never thought to buy them. If it weren't for that, you know, it came with oops, oh man, spread around that ink. A second. Yeah, that's not coming out. Let's just do it over on the side so we get a nice looking color. So it looks all nice and even. I don't kind of OCD. Dry this off. All right. Let's clean this up a little. There we go. So we do get some nice dots there. Check out the lines. Oh, I made a mess there. All right. So we got some nice lines there. Let's go ahead and pretty good. Just dry it off. All right. Now all of them I'm doing at 5 volts. Everything's 5 volts. Comes with pixels there. They're not as good, the pixels on this machine, as see these other two. I believe this was the Scalpa and this was the Ninja, and here we have the Nano with this carbon grayish color. I want to make the distinction because I mean, I don't know how, you know, if the difference isn't just the color, maybe because as we see, one might have more power than the other, one might vibrate a little bit more than the other, which they do seem to have a bit of a different vibration. So let's try this one out now. Whoa, the needle's super out. Let's adjust the needle. We don't want it out so far. I also noticed, see how the needle kind of, the whole thing moves with it when you're turning it. So you have to kind of adjust it. Have to where you're going to be holding it, that kind of thing, to make sure that you're getting it the way you want. Go ahead and make some lines here. And the pixels. I just made them all one after the other because I didn't want to make a mess. That way you can go ahead and clean this out easily and see what it looks like below. Let's dry it off. Okay, so you can see, you know, these are all good machines. So you can see for shading, this one between these two, this one seems to be better. So it seems like this one hits harder. So I'd say that probably this is the 4.2 and this one is the 3.5. That's the big difference here that we're seeing. But all in all, you know, great machines. I'd say the you know, the big difference, this one is battery powered. It's a bit, you know, bigger as far as depending if you like the big grip. Whereas the Scalpa has a smaller grip. That's, I mean, it's ideal for PMU and those kind of things that where you need very detailed, or when you're doing a tattoo that's very has, you know, small details. This one's really good and has very little vibration. So this one had the least vibration of all. These had the most, and the Ninja was in between. As far as weight, obviously these had the least weight. They're the smallest ones. And second, the Scalpa, it has some weight to it, but it doesn't have a lot. So yeah, there you go. These are the different machines. You can look at them side to side. Let's move this forward. So you have, this was the Scalpa, Ninja. Then we used this one here and this one here. You can see them side by side. All right, so hope you enjoyed it. And go ahead and, you know, go to the bottom, subscribe, and I'm gonna go ahead and include links there where you can get the Scalpa machine, As far as the Ninja, you can get it basically on Amazon, eBay, and same with the Easy tattooing. You can get it here, easytattooing.com, the Nano. All right, well, have a great day, guys.